Exposing the mystery in plain sight. Sometimes, the most unsettling experiences happen when you least expect them. They catch you off guard, leaving you with a lingering sense of unease that you just can't shake off. This is one such story, a tale of an encounter that still sends shivers down my spine. It was a night like any other, or so I thought. Sometimes the strangest encounters happen when you least expect them. You could be going about your usual routine, and then, out of nowhere, something happens that changes everything. This is exactly what happened to me 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, on the 6th of September, I had an encounter that still haunts me. It was a night that started off so ordinary, yet ended in a way I could never have imagined. The events of that night have been playing over and over in my mind, each time leaving me with more questions than answers. It started around 9 p.m. after a dinner with friends. We had gathered at our favorite restaurant, laughing and sharing stories, completely unaware of the strange events that were about to unfold. The dinner was delightful, filled with the warmth of friendship and the comfort of familiar faces. We decided to take a stroll in a busy park. The night was cool, and the park was bustling with activity. Families were out for a walk, couples were enjoying the evening, and children were playing. It seemed like the perfect way to end a lovely evening. Little did we know, this walk would lead us into a bizarre and unsettling encounter. We parked our car in a secluded, dark area near the park. It was a spot we had used many times before, a quiet corner that offered easy access to the park. But that night, the darkness seemed deeper, the shadows more menacing. As we stepped out of the car, a sense of unease began to creep in. As we walked towards the pavement, a well-dressed woman with a small white dog appeared from the bushes. She seemed out of place, her immaculate appearance contrasting sharply with the dark, shadowy surroundings. Her sudden appearance startled us, and we couldn't help but feel a sense of foreboding. She asked for $2 to buy French fries, complimenting us in an unsettling way. Her voice was soft, almost too sweet, and her compliments felt forced, as if she was trying too hard to put us at ease. There was something off about her, something that made us instinctively wary. Her appearance was immaculate, fresh nails, designer bag. She looked like someone who had just stepped out of a high-end boutique, not someone who would be asking strangers for money in a park at night. This only added to the strangeness of the situation. Why would someone so well-dressed be in such a place asking for such a small amount of money? Yet she emerged from the shadows. It was as if she had materialized out of thin air. One moment the path was empty, and the next, she was there. The way she moved, the way she spoke, everything about her was unsettling. We couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. We gave a vague response and walked away, feeling something was off. As we walked, we couldn't stop glancing over our shoulders, half expecting her to follow us. The sense of unease grew with each step, and we couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. Moments later, at a nearby cafe, she showed up again, asking for the same thing. This time her presence was even more unsettling. How had she found us so quickly? And why was she asking for the same thing again? It was as if she was following us, her intentions unclear and her behavior increasingly bizarre. This time, her demeanor turned eerie. There was a coldness in her eyes, a sinister edge to her smile. The way she looked at us sent chills down our spines. It was as if she was no longer trying to be friendly, but was instead revealing her true nature. Her eyes shifted from ocean blue to almost black, her face pale like a ghost. It was a transformation that happened in an instant, and it was terrifying. Her once warm and inviting appearance had turned cold and menacing. We were frozen in place, unable to look away from her haunting gaze. Her dog barked uncontrollably, her smile widening into something sinister. We were terrified. The dog's barking added to the chaos, its frantic yelps echoing in the night. Her smile, once seemingly kind, now looked twisted and malevolent. We knew we had to get away, but our feet felt like they were glued to the ground. Questions flooded my mind. Who was she? Why us? What did she want? The more I thought about it, the less sense it made. There was something deeply wrong about the whole situation, something that went beyond a simple request for money. It felt like we were caught in a nightmare, one that we couldn't wake up from. As she left, heading towards a nearby cemetery, the unease only grew. The sight of her walking towards the cemetery was like something out of a horror movie. It was as if she was returning to the place she belonged, a place of darkness and death. The image of her disappearing into the shadows stayed with us long after she was gone. Ever since that night, strange things have happened. Sleepless nights, emotional outbursts, even accidents. Was she mentally ill? Or something more? The events of that night have left a lasting impact on us. We've been plagued by nightmares, our sleep disturbed by visions of her pale face and dark eyes. We found ourselves snapping at each other, our nerves frayed by the constant sense of unease. And then there are the accidents, small but unsettling incidents that seem to happen with increasing frequency. This experience haunts me, making me question reality. What do you think? Was she someone in need or something far more mysterious? The more I think about it, the more I wonder if there was something supernatural about her. Was she a ghost, a spirit trapped between worlds? Or was she something else entirely, something beyond our understanding? The questions keep me up at night, and I can't help but feel that we'll never truly know the answers. Was she someone in need, or something far more mysterious? The encounter has left us with more questions than answers, and a sense of unease that lingers long after the night has ended. It's a mystery that may never be solved, but one that will stay with us forever.